Hi everyone, welcome to Water Text with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and either any of these blokes. This is my old mate Ravvi the Aussie Seagull from Life Clan. Ravvi the Aussie Seagull, lucky enough to pick up Centurion 5-1, the RAAC, the Australian tank. It's got a British flag on the side of the turret. My one doesn't, I must say that. Doesn't have it at all. My one's got an Aussie flag, but Ravvi's sticking with the old English flag on the side of his turret in the Centurion 5-1, which is the brand new, coming very, very soon. Sooner than you might think, very, very soon to the Asia server, the Centurion 5-1. Of course, it's not just on the Aussie and the Asia server, it will be worldwide, but this is the brand new British Aussie premium Tier 8 medium tank. It looks absolutely sexy. It looks like Ravvi's got some groovy camo on it. I think normally it looks a little bit more silver, gunmetal grey kind of colour that you normally see your British medium tanks in. And today's video is going to be an extravaganza featuring not one, not two, not three, but 4 replays featuring this brilliant Aussie tank, which so many people are so keen to get their hands on. Looking at the mini-map, this is an assault battle on Corellia and Ravvi the Aussie Seagull in the Centurion 5-1. We're going to feature 3 replays featuring my old mate Ravvi, as well as a brand new contributor to Water Tanks with stewiejp at Get On Board Studios in sunny Melbourne. Ravvi, lucky enough to be top tier in this tank. It's a Tier 8 game, just 3 Tier 8 tanks on each team, and they're assaulting on Corellia. So, of course, in the assault version of the game, it's a 10-minute time limit. And of course, the eastern, in this case on Corellia, the eastern team assaults the northwestern team, and if you don't get to kill or cap in 10 minutes, then of course the defending team wins the game. Similar to a Clan Wars battle, if a draw is a win for the defenders. Anyway, Ravvi the Aussie Seagull from Life Clan is in the Centurion 5-1. Artillery 3, it seems like there's 3 artilleries on the enemy team, but there's only 2. The M44 and the Hummel. He's already lost his driver as he shoots and misses the VK. No, he bounced that VK 3001P. That's a Tier 6 medium German tank. That shot goes straight through, no problems whatsoever. Now you can see Ravvi the Aussie Seagull, like a lot of dank players, he's going with the pudding and tea to give an extra 10% to all crew skills and perks. He's sticking with standard rounds at the moment, 83.4mm armor piercing rounds, 230 hit points of damage, 226 penetration, which in this lineup probably should be enough for him. Premium if he needs it, 258mm of pen. Artillery gets rid of the P44 Pantera. Now the P44 Pantera may feature in a video very, very soon on Water Tanks with stewiejp. That's the auto reloading Italian standard Tier 8 tank, the P44 Pantera. Of course, very handy to get rid of a Tier 8 tank in a Tier 8 battle with this kind of matchup. And Ravvi gets rid of the second Tier 8 tank on the enemy team. Just 1 Tier 8 left on the enemy team, being top tier. Ravvi in a bit of trouble though. He's down to 413 hit points. So this is something to possibly be concerned about. Clearly, artillery is looking Ravvi's way. Artillery I'd like to see what the artillery drivers have done on at the end of this battle, because those artillery drivers were clearly looking at the Centurion 5-1, probably thinking I've never killed one of these tanks before, and of course that's probably what they're trying to do, trying to get that notch on their belt to get rid of that Tier 8 premium British Australian medium tank. Cops another round from the Jag Panther, takes him down to 84 hit points. Pulls back behind the rock. Now that turret can work quite well. He's only bounced 460 hit points of damage, but he has picked up nearly 2,000 assisted damage, nearly 1,900 damage done. His assisted damage up to 2,500 hit points. He'll be saying, where did that round go into the A43? It missed it. It was perfectly aimed. Seemed to miss it by a country mile, but of course probably only missed him by about 1.5 inches. Score 7-0 now on Corellia. Ravvi the Aussie Seagull doing his best to charge up the western flank of Corellia. 7-1, only 1 tank to die, the VK2801. Poor little fella at Tier 6. He is being sent back to the garage pretty quickly, but Ravvi the Aussie Seagull says, hold my beer, I've got this, we're coming up here. Going to get some, hopefully, that MT25 doing a great job, looking for some vision towards the camping, defending tanks, including the last remaining Tier 8 tank on the enemy team, the Tiger 2. 8-1, 1,895 hit points of damage. Ravvi the Aussie Seagull from Life Clan in the Centurion 5-1, the RAAC, the RAAC they might be calling this one. 84 hit points left. 1895 damage done, a little bit blocked, 2,586 assisted damage, and here comes the charge. Did he get any assisted damage for that? No, looks like artillery may have missed that Tiger 2. Now that Tiger 2, if he's on full health, he's on pretty high health, not full health, but what's he on? 1367 hit points out of his 1300. Ravvi looking for, he's going to have to shoot him a few times, one into the side, that doesn't miss, looks like it almost missed though, but he knew he was going to get lit, and of course he knows he's a one shot for, well, he's a one shot for anything left on the enemy team on 84 hit points, unless artillery shoots him and misses. But where he is now, in this little undulation, I suppose you'd call it around here, the artillery probably will be more concerned about self-preservation than trying to shoot my old mate Ravvi. You can see the Type 64 in the enemy team looks like he's going on a bit of an arty run trying to kill the M44 and the GW Panther. The OI pings that map saying, hey Spick, go back and give these arty players a hand, man, because they are about to get walloped by the premium Chinese Tier 6 light tank, the Type 64. 9-3 the score. Ravvi doing his job well here. Nearly 2,500 damage done. Just over 2,500 assisted damage. And he looks at the back of the Tiger and says, no worries. One shot right in the rear. Ravvi can give it in the rear as good as anyone. I guess that came out wrong. There goes his second kill, getting rid of another Tier 8 tank on the enemy team. 12-3. They're capping as well. A Maubracker on the T-3485. No, it looks like they're rolling off the cap. They're going for the kills. 12-4. 3.5 minutes left in this game. Only 3 enemy tanks remaining. Type 64 is going to be challenging to catch, but I guess this Type 64 is quite possibly going to get derped by the KV2. Looking at the mini-map, 2 tanks left now with the score on 13-4. Ravvi the Aussie Seagull on 3,069 hit points of damage. A little bit blocked, 2,635 assisted damage. Looking for the Hummel. He wants to get a revenge shot into this Hummel, because that Hummel, as well as the M44, were focusing Ravvi down, which is probably the right thing to do, to be fair. But the Maubracker takes the honours after getting derped by the Hummel at Tier 6. 14-4 is the score. Just speeding it up a little bit because we know the Type 64 was last seen over there on the southeast. Ravvi looks like he's going to be quite happy to just sit on the cap, get a little bit of cap points, aiming towards where he thinks the Type 64 might be, up there in the donut. If that Type 64 is not up there on the donut, then he might be hiding up there at A0. But in the end, they cap it out because, some people were saying, don't cap it. But to be fair, that's not the result. To be fair, the time was running a little bit short, and Ravvi on not many hit points, as well as that Maubracker being very, very slow, then I think capping it was the right call. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for me old mate Ravvi the Aussie Seagull. Spotter Medal, Bruiser, 5 for effects. Spartan Medal for surviving on such low hit points, and of course the High Caliber for doing more damage than anyone else. 3,069 damage, 2 kills, 3,069 damage, 2 kills, 1,476 hit points of damage. That's enough for an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. 1,476 base experience. That's a base score. That's not with a premium multiplier or a daily double or anything like that. 1,476, 21 shots fired, 17 hit, 14 hit, did damage, 3,069 damage, 2,635 assisted damage. Certainly went towards that ace tanker, and he made 83,500 credits. That's with a premium account. No boosters or anything running. I don't think he used any premium ammunition. Not from what I saw, but not a bad result at all from the old mate Ravvi the Aussie Seagull. In the Centurion 5-1, the Aussie tank, the RAAC at Tier 8. As we move on to our second game in this extravaganza featuring the brand new Aussie tank. Now with Ravvi's games, 3 of these games are going to feature my old mate Ravvi the Aussie Seagull. Top tier yet again, this time on the Glacier map. And it looks like he is going straight for the middle. He wants to play on this ridgeline and try and get some vision and damage into these enemy tanks. Puts one into the Lorraine 40T, doing the right thing here, focusing on a top tier tank on the enemy team. The Lorraine clearly is loaded. He's already put one into Ravvi. Ravvi says, no thank you, I'll take that kill. Gets 1 out of the 3 top tier tanks on the enemy team taken out of the game, exactly like he did last game. Looking towards that VK, just misses the shot into the turret of another tier 8 tank, the German heavy tank. Ricochets a T-34 85M. That's why that tank is known as being pretty good. Doesn't miss that one though. That one goes through, and that the score is 1-1 now because the Cromwell B got taken out on the, I think it was on the other side of the map, or maybe it's in the middle. Fast and furious action in this game on Glacier. Don't blink whatever you do, because without giving too much away, this one doesn't go for too long. 2-1 as Ravvi picks up the second kill. He's doing it on his own here. Gets rid of the T-3485M. That's a premium tier 6 Russian medium tank that they gave away last year sometime. It's part of a bit of a mission, and it was not a bad mission at all. I know I got one. Looking towards that IKV 65-2, who will be very, very nervous indeed back there. Plenty of action happening in the middle of Glacier. He's riding this ridgeline like an absolute champion. The AMX 12T probably wants to get the hell out of here. Maybe do some spotting elsewhere, because he's on pretty low health and he's got that IKV 65T looking at him. Ravvi bounces the IKV. No, don't shoot the don't shoot the AMX. He picks up the third kill. He's still the only one to get any kills. Does cop a little bit of stunning damage there. And waits for that gun to reload, taking a little bit longer because he is stunned. Looking towards that AMX 1375. That's the auto-loading Tier 7 French light tank. 2 Tier 8 tanks left on the enemy team. The VK4502A and the Type 59. Puts another one into the AMX 1375. That's a Tier 7. And then the friendly AMX 1357 picks up that kill. Ravvi looks towards the back of the T-3485. This will just be a little bit of damage farming here by the looks of it. Here comes another kill for me old mate Ravvi. That's kill number 4. 4 out of the 6 kills. He'll clearly be looking at that T-20. Doesn't get to Seagull that one. Puts one into the T-3485 instead. 8-3 the score now. And just misses out on that kill there. He'll be fancying himself for a top gun here. Still got plenty of hit points up his sleeve. 1,022 out of his original 1,400. And good map awareness there. You can see the Carnarvon and the Tiger in a little bit of bother there. Or maybe they're not, but he wants to go and help anyway. The Tiger P and that pesky VK4502A Tier 8 German heavy tank trying to brawl with that Tiger 1 and the Carnarvon. Tiger 1 on very low hit points. Ravvi the Aussie Seagull gonna try and help him out here. Try to get rid of the VK. The VK on lots of hit points up for grabs there. Puts one into the German heavy tank. This is another Tier 8 tank that he wants to get rid of. Picks up that kill. That's his 5th kill. He was looking at his Tiger P saying, no worries, I'll take this Tiger P for the top gun if you don't mind. Thank you very much. He's already done 2,722 damage. He gets a damage engine from a shot from the Tiger P. Tiger P sitting in a very unusual position indeed. No idea where that shot went. Auto aims on the Tiger P. Maybe he's a little bit drunk. It looks like he may... Has he got damaged crew members? Or has they got damaged crew members? Or was that from being stunned earlier? That might be a bit of a bug in the game, because they're certainly not stunned anymore. And I refuse to believe that he's lost 3 crew members all of a sudden. Anyway, the score's 14-4. Ravvi's on 5 kills. He is going to be hoping for a top gun. I don't like his chances of getting a top gun. No, he's not going to get it. 15-5. 5 kills, nearly 3,000 damage, 1,095 damage blocked, and a little bit of assisted damage as well. That was enough for an ace taker replay for my old mate Ravvi, the Aussie Seagull from LifeClan, in a very fast game on Glacier. Not sure if that was a bug there, showing that those crew members were a little bit out of whack. But that was an ace tanker mastery badge on Corellia. The Bruiser medal, fired up for getting 5 kills, 5 for effect, high caliber, fast and furious, no problems whatsoever. 2,965 with his 5 kills. That Carnarvon certainly had a good game as well, with 2,500 damage, but Ravvi will say no problems. I'll take those credits. 66,500 credits after tax in that game that went for less than 5 minutes. 20 shots fired, 17 hit, 15 did damage, 2,965 damage. A little bit of assisted damage and 1,095 damage blocked. As we move on to the third game in this extravaganza featuring Ravvi the Aussie Seagull and the Centurion Mark 5-1, the RAAC, the RAAC Royal, pardon me, the Australian tank, the RAAC. Ravvi sees something there. Looks like it was a blowfly on that ground. This time we're on Fisherman's Bait, top tier again in the Centurion 5-1. Nothing wrong with a matchmaking in this tank. Well, now, if you've been living on another planet, you might not have realised, but some people have had some exclusive offers of this tank. A little notification that pops up in the garage, and Ravvi's one of those players who's been lucky enough to get that. I've been testing it as well myself. Can't say I've had as much luck as Ravvi has, but I'm very grateful for him to throw a few replays my way as he gets into the middle of Fisherman's Bay and starts to put some pain into those heavy tanks crossing towards the city. Puts 3 rounds in. IS in the KV5 already up to 700 hit points of damage. Zooming in and out like a madman. Yeah, why not take the blind shot? Still running standard ammunition. He's got the tea and pudding as a premium consumable, one into the side of the OI, and the OI might be a bit of a derp tank, but when it's crossing open ground like this, unfortunately for the OI, he's going to have to try his luck in the next game. Ravvi finds the Tiger P there. It looks like Ravvi may not be lit, doesn't quite have a shot in a weak spot. That part that he was aiming for was the base of the gun, which is pretty heavily armoured, so he didn't waste his time. Didn't want to give his position away either. Is he getting spotting damage on this? It doesn't look like he is. So he says, no worries, I might as well start shooting if I'm not getting the assisted damage. One zip. The Cromwell B behind him doesn't quite aim. Correctly. Puts a shot in the back of the Aussie tank, but the Aussie tank's pretty tough. Not the Hellcat damages the engine though. Does seem to get a damaged engine every now and then. The 5-1, the RAAC Royal Australian Armament Corps, I believe that's what it stands for. There's a KV2. This should be a little bit more easy damage. Puts one into it before the Churchill 7 picks up that kill. And Ravvi just kicking back here, making it look easy. And just doing it easy on these ridgelines. Bounces pardon me, bounces that one. Kicking back here, 3 zips a score. The Tiger P on 756 hit points. He's looking for a shot into the top of the turret, or maybe even the commander's hatch. Looking. That unlucky for that one. 2018 damage done so far. Over 1,000 assisted damage. And he's doing it well here on Fisherman's Bay. 3 zip the score now. Gets another one into the enemy Centurion 5-1. Is that somebody I know? I know a few people have got them. Steel Bolt. Good on you, Steel Bolt, for picking up a good Aussie tank. Royal Australian Armoured Corps. 3-1 on Fisherman's Bay. Ravvi the Aussie Seagull on 1 kill. 2,268 hit points of damage. A little bit blocked. 1,000 assisted damage. The KV2 pinging the hell out of the central part of the map, because he knows they're the tanks that probably took him out of the game a little bit too early on for a KV2. 3-2 now, 2,268 damage. He's looking over there to the eastern side of this map, but got to get rid of this. Surely got to get rid of the Tiger P. The Cromwell B says, no worries, no hard feelings about shooting you in the back before, Ravvi. I'll just get rid of this Tiger P for you, and then hopefully there'll be nobody here lighting us away. Don't know where that one went. You can see, look, he's got that perk. He's got that perk that tells you what's wrong with the enemy tank. It tells that the KV5 had a damaged fuel tank. And now it's time for Ravvi to start getting serious here. 5-3 on Fisherman's Bay. This is the second last replay in this extravaganza of Tier 8 premium Aussie tanks. The Centurion 5-1 RAAC RAAC. He's looking, these things, they're behind buildings, mate. You won't be able to shoot them. Might have to move around a bit here. He's still got 1,155 hit points of damage up his sleeve. 6 threes are scored. Now, Ravvi, there will be a link. Ravvi does stream on Twitch. There'll be a link in the video description below. He knows what he's doing. Every now and then he pulls out some pretty tidy games. Get rid of that P43 Biz, or B, I think it might be pronounced Biz. That's a Tier 6 Italian medium tank. I'll tell you what, that's a tank I've been playing with not many games. I've just sort of got it, and that is, even though it's Tier 6, it's got a pretty handy gun. He's looking at that Hellcat. There's kill number 3 from your old mate Ravvi the Aussie Seagull. He's up to nearly 3,000 damage, 1,500 assisted damage. He'll be fancying himself for another ace tank at Ascend to get on board studios in sunny Melbourne. 8-3, 2,918 hit points of damage, 230 damage blocked, nearly 1,500 assisted damage, and I'll have a mouthful of this before the voice just dies. Puts one into the T150. Sees artillery. It's certainly aiming Ravvi's way. One shot takes him down to 37 hit points. He wants to put another one into him to get rid of him, minimise the risk of getting stunned again. There's kill number 4. 9-4 the score. Now we can do something about this IS. He bounces the IS. There's an easy one into the Centurion 5-1, just around there. He'll want that one. He'll want that kill. No, the Churchill 7 gets the kill on the enemy Centurion. Cops 413 hit points from the IS, and he'll be hoping that this will be another kill, is it or not? It looks like he was going for the ram kill there. Cops another shot from the IS, picks up his 5th kill. This time can he get a top gun? Down to 358 hit points, 5 kills, 3,932 hit points of damage. There is that T150. Thank you very much, Top Gun. Your beauty. And I reckon at about this stage of the game, he's already starting to send me a message in game saying, Stewie, got another one for you. 12-6, 4,146 damage, 620 damage block, 2,000 assisted damage. I'm told that the first replay you saw today was about his 3rd game in this tank, so he certainly adapted well. I'm struggling a little bit with it when I first got it, but I'll tell you what, it's a pretty fun tank to drive, and I'm not sure about that camo though, Ravvi, my old mate. It looks a little bit like the Christmas camo that I've got on my Patriot tank, I think it might be. Anyway, 13-6, 6 kills. Ravvi the Aussie Seagull, 4,146 damage, 620 damage block, 2,061 spotting damage. There's still 2 enemy tanks remaining. I'm just going to quicken it up a bit. He does get spotted. Finds the Scorpion G, takes him for 360. So Scorpion G looks like he can't shoot. This could be another kill. No, the Tiger 1 gets rid of that Scorpion G, and that just leaves the Jag Panther. Ravvi down to 20 hit points. A couple of aeroplanes there looking pretty groovy indeed. Waiting, hoping somebody else spots the J Panther on 20 hit points. Ravvi, he's not going to be charging in there, not too quickly. The SU-100 and the Crommy B look like they're moving in for the kill on that J Panther as well, who looks like he may not have had the best game of his life. He may have been kicking back there all game. Waiting very patiently. There's the J Panther. Side shots will be fine. Thank you very much, says Ravvi, and that is a comfortable win in the end, 15-6. But to be fair, even though it was a comfortable win and he's just broken an aeroplane, Ravvi the Aussie Seagull picks up yet another Ace Tanker Mastery Badge in the mighty Centurion 5-1. After watching this video, these replays, I will certainly be playing a little bit more. I will be playing these tanks live on Twitch too, so check us out on twitch.tv/stewiejp. Might even be giving 1 or 2 away in the very near future. Stay tuned. Ravvi the Aussie Seagull, Ace Tanker Mastery Badge on Fisherman's Bay, Spotter Medal. The Bruiser for doing some modular damage. Duelist for the 5 kills, 5 for effect. High caliber, Top Gun. Thank you very much. 4,857 hit points of damage, 6 kills, 1,801 base experience. Even though top tier in 3 games, not too bad at all. 1,801 base experience. That's pretty challenging when you're top tier. But doing nearly 5,000 hit points of damage. 38 shots fired, 27 hit, 24 did damage. A little bit blocked, 2,224 assisted damage. That certainly would have helped with that one. And have a look at those credits. 105,777 credits. That's with a premium account. No boosters or anything like that. And that's because he was firing all standard rounds. As far as I know, he was firing all standard rounds. And most of his shots did damage too, like 24 shots out of the 38. He missed a few, I guess, but who knows? Anyway, not a bad result. Ravvi the Aussie Seagull, 3 replays featuring the brand new Aussie tank, the RAAC, the Centurion 5-1. Royal Australian Army Corps Ace Tanker Mastery Badges. Here is our 4th and final replay in today's Extravaganza, featuring this brand new Aussie tank. This is Panzer Burner. Panzer Burner from NZS Clan. Panzer Burner. This time it's a Tier 9 game. Just 3 Tier 9 tanks on each team. Now, I'm no expert about how to play Glacier. I know when you're a medium tank. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. This is the colour of the tank that you would normally see. He's put a few little emblems on there. He's kicking back there. He's chosen to go the wide route around the outside edge of this map. I've had success doing that myself in different tanks I've been grinding. Auto aims on the T43 clearly is still being spotted, but he's already bounced 500 hit points of damage. He's got a couple of shots into that T43. He won't be happy that shot didn't go through. Again, firing Oh, I thought he would have got that in the T-43. Artillery, all of a sudden, artillery has an interest in my old mate Panzer. Now, Panzer, here's that bug again. Maybe it's just this map. The loader is showing as still being injured, even though he just fixed his crew from being stunned. Maybe it's just a problem on Glacier map. Anyway, 1-all to score. Panzer Burner has picked up 663 hit points of damage. He's blocked a bit, and he's picked up a little bit of assisted damage. Early days yet, though, on Glacier. 1-2, they're already down by 1 tank. Clearly looking towards that Lorraine 40T. Maybe even there's a Scorpion. That's the Tier 7 Scorpion that had been spotted over there at H4. Down by 2 tanks. 1-3 is the score. He's already burnt his repair kit and first aid kit, but he's waiting for the cooldown. Of course, that's a new thing that came out a few patches ago now. You can use these repair kits and first aid kits more than once if you need to, and still only pay from one time, and that is something I don't mind. Something I don't mind at all. 1-4 though. What is Panzer Burner going to do? Panzer Burner from NZS Clan. Just quicking it up a bit because this is, I think it looks like he's just going to kick back here for a little while. Looks like his team is in trouble in the north. The Alpine Tiger is the Alpine Tiger's decided, rightio, we're going to rock this. We're going to continue around the outside southeastern part of this map. Panzer Burner looking towards that Lorraine 40T. That's a premium auto-loading French medium tank. The T69 picked up that kill. Tiger P got taken out in the north. And Panzer Burner hoping that Alpine Tiger is going to light something up for him in the south. 2-5 the score now on Glacier, the brand new map. Auto aims on the VK 4503. That's a premium Tier 7 German heavy tank. He goes unspotted, but puts another one into where he thinks he might be. Auto aims her again. Yeah, get rid of that auto aim, son. Puts another one into the VK. Takes it down to 746 hit points. Keep aiming there. Keep shooting because he won't have moved too far. It looked like he was just reversing very, very slowly. No idea where the shot into the T28 prototype went. Looking for another one into the T28. The VK4503 again gets himself lit. Panzer Burner puts one into him, keeps aiming in the same spot, hoping, is he going to be there? He does. Picks up the blind shot. Blind shot kill into the VK4503. That's a Tier 7 German premium heavy tank. I think it's I reckon it is. He won't be too happy about getting into a Tier 9 battle. Smashing the auto aim on these tanks. He doesn't really need to. Not really sure what he's thinking there. 6-9 to score. Looking towards a T28 prototype. Hoping to chip away at the Tier 8 heavily armoured American turreted tank destroyer, but he needs to do something or other. The score is 6-9. I'm just going to quicken this one up a bit because it looks like it's going to take a little while for Panzer Burner to start firing up. Just kicking back here, thinking about his options. And his option is, I think he agrees with the real Michael Scott in chat saying, get back up there, me old mate. Get back up towards where we came from. There's a big assault coming there. The Stritzwagen 103-0. That's a pretty handy TD. Gets rid of the low. And here comes Panzer Burner from NZS Clan. He's already on 1,602 hit points of damage. He's blocked 500. A little bit of assisted damage. Looks like he's not going to stuff around. Looks like he's going straight into where the action always seemed, or where the action was happening in Ravvi's game. Into the... not really the central part of the map. Puts two rounds into the side of the Jag Tiger at Tier 9. He'll be hoping this one pens. Takes him down to 37 hit points. Needs to get rid of some tanks here. They're only down by 2. Now that Black Prince getting rid of that one certainly does make the scoreboard look a little bit better. And he bounces the Jag Tiger. Needs to kill him. Premium ammunition, son. That's the way to do it. Switches to APCR, and this should do it. He does. Gets rid of the top tier German heavily armoured tank destroyer, the Jag Tiger. The T10 is certainly going to be his next target. Still got APCR loaded, and it looks like there are some bugs on this. Maybe it's just a Glacier map. You can see there is in the replay, when I run the mouse over it, it disappeared. But the AP rounds, looked like that was half loaded. Maybe if I run my mouse over his crew as well. No, his crew still appear to be injured, but I really don't think they are. He's driving too quick for that driver to be injured. Maybe it's just a bug on Glacier, because we saw the same thing with Ravvi's replay. Anyway, back to this game. 10-11 is the score. He's going up to this cheeky little spot. That's where the T10 was last spotted, up here on this it's a broken battleship, I believe. Look at it, the battleship, or an aircraft carrier, I should say, which has been snapped in two. Here comes Panzer Burner looking for that T10, who was last seen on the other side. But here he is, bounces the T10, puts one round into him, and he knows he can beat him on the reload, but the T10 doesn't manage to get another shot into Panzer Burner. Panzer Burner blocked the first shot. It was a heat round too from the T10. And that means he's still got 1,051 hit points up his sleeve. 6 minutes left on the clock, 11 all, and it looks like he's going to head back down towards the enemy cap. Who's left? The T28 prototype. Now, the T28 prototype was last seen down here at J5. I doubt he's moved too far. Scorpion's back there at base with the Striv, probably protecting from any assault that might come from here with the LTTB. What else is left? The J Panther, he hasn't been spotted this game, and the Lorraine 15550. 2,844 damage done, 1,500 damage block, 4 kills. So Panzer Burner from NZS Clan. He can certainly claim to have carried this game. He gets spotted, his sixth sense goes off. Who could have spotted him? Maybe the LTTB's come back, or maybe that J Panther has some binoculars and camo net and all that kind of stuff set up so that Panzer Burner gets spotted before he sees them. Still nothing. Gets spotted again. That tells me he must have went unspotted before he got lit. He's approaching very, very cautiously the enemy cap. It's a very open cap circle. I don't know if I'll be thinking about rolling onto that cap, but of course the enemy team do know. They do know where he is. Fixes his gunner. The T28 prototype fixes his gunner. T28 prototype, yeah, but maybe the T28 prototype could have spotted him. It hasn't got a bad view range for a TD, but still a TD versus a Centurion 5-1. Of course, we don't know what kind of equipment Panzer Burner's got on his beautiful brand new shiny gunmetal grey. Is it gunmetal grey, that colour? I reckon it could be considered gunmetal grey. 11 all, 4 tanks on each side. Panzer Burner has the Stritz 103-0 on his team, as well as the Scorpion. Now, of course, those two tanks are nowhere near it. They can't support him. They're looking at the J Panther and possibly the LTTB. And it looks like Panzer Burner is going to be more concerned with the T28 prototype and, of course, the Lorraine 15550. He's on 4 kills, 28-44. There's another blind shot. Gets rid of the J Panther. Who else did he kill that way? The VK 4503. That's not bad. 2 out of his 5 kills have been out of, well, one was out of render range and one was no longer spotted, but it was a pretty safe bet that that's where the the VK was. That VK really was not moving around whatsoever. 3 minutes left on the clock. The score's 12-11. 4 versus 3. The LTTB. Hopefully those TDs can kill that LTTB. And Panzer Burner doesn't need to worry about him. The T28 prototype up here somewhere. There he is. The T28 prototype. That's one's got to go through. Bounces the T28 prototype as he puts a round into the top of the turret. He knows he's going to beat him on the reload. Please go through. It does go through. That's the top gun. That's the top gun for Panzer Burner. And, of course, artillery shoots him. And, of course, the artillery indicator shows him which direction that round came from. It only got him for 240 hit points, but he has lost a lot of health there. Of course, the T28 prototype did get a couple of shots into him a little bit earlier on, and he knows the Lorraine 15550 is up in this little jungle somewhere or other. Goes back, looks for one shot, misses that shot. He did have the outline, but of course I think he rushed his shot a little bit, and it looks like the Lorraine 15550 going straight for the Stritzwagen 103-0, but it's okay because Panzer Burner from NZS Clan picks up his 7th kill, carries the game, and when you look at the post-game battle result, I think you'll agree with me. He certainly did carry that one. That was another Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, which will come as no surprise to anyone who's been watching this channel for any amount of time. The Bruiser Medal, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Shellproof Medal, Vasslejos Medal for killing 2 enemy TDs or tank destroyers of a higher tier. High caliber for carrying it. Top Gun, thank you very much. After a slow start, Panzer Burner from NZS Clan picked up an ace tanker in the Centurion 5-1 RAAC, 4,463 hit points of damage, 7 kills, 1417 base experience, probably only just enough for an ace now, 30 shots fired, 25 hit, 23 did damage, 1820 damage blocked, only 90 assisted damage. He was up for the second half of that game, he was right up, lighting up all those tanks, but I think the remaining tanks that ended up surviving were more concerned about this LTTB, who was really getting into their base. Top score, and not too bad, 35,882 credits there. Not sure why it was so low. He did have to fire some premium rounds, or he chose to fire. He wanted to make sure the shots counted towards the end when he was shooting against a T28 prototype, but not a bad result at all. Thank you very much, Ravvi and Panzer Burner. Don't forget to check out Ravvi on Twitch. He streams every now and then, and a very, very good player indeed from Life Clan. Panzer Burner from NZS in the Centurion Mark 51 RAAC Royal Australian Armoured Corps, and that's the brand new Australian Tier 8 premium medium tank coming very, very soon, probably a little bit sooner than you think. And for those people who weren't lucky enough to get the pop-ups in game to pick this one up early release like these two guys obviously did, check it out soon. It's a very enjoyable tank and a pretty sexy looking tank if you don't mind me saying so. Now, and also don't forget to check me out on Twitch. There's a chance I might be giving some of these away very, very soon indeed, so stay tuned for more details on that. Check the link out down below, and if we get some people watching on Twitch, if we get more than a certain amount of people, maybe I'll start giving away some of these tanks. Once again, thank you for watching, everyone. Thanks for the replays, lads. Take care, and see you all next time.